evening YouTubers, and welcome to Diecast Culture, and today's video is focusing on the Tucker Torpedo, which is the bronze coloured car to the left there. It has a really interesting history, and it's not an extremely well-known vehicle. The other cars, just as comparison, to the left is a Hot Wheels design called So Fine. I think that's pretty cool. And to the right of the Tucker Torpedo is a Chrysler 300C, dated 1957. That one is made by Greenlight. And to the far right, you probably know, is a Hudson Hornet. And this is a Hot Wheels version of it. I do love the paint scheme on it, the racing paint scheme, the grey with the lettering and the numbers on it. I think it's fantastic version. The Tucker Torpedo really was ahead of its time. Going back to those dates, the Chrysler was 1957, the Hudson Hornet 1951, and the Tucker Torpedo was first produced in 1948. Now, only 51 cars were produced, and it was a car that really was before its time. It had many innovations. For example, it had a crash safety zone within the car, where the glove box was put off to the left in the door panels as opposed to ahead of you, so that there was a large area so that you wouldn't come into contact with anything hard in a collision. And it was designed by a gentleman called Preston Tucker. He was forced into bankruptcy due to negative publicity, or so the story goes. He suspected that the big three, General Motors, Ford and Chrysler, had essentially organised, put him into a corner and dissed the car with, I believe, safety concerns, so that the public wouldn't buy it. And in reality, he suspected that those three vehicle manufacturers were nervous that the Tucker Torpedo would be too much competition for them. And it really is a beautiful looking car. If you Google it, tons of images on Google from different angles, and there's a range of custom torpedoes. People have pimped them and lowered them, ever so cool. And I've seen one of these in real life. It really is superb. I believe the one I saw was a metallic pale blue colour, and we went to, in the UK, the National Trust owns many historic houses and a lot of land for conservation purposes, and one weekend going with the family to a National Trust property, I can't recall which one it was at the time, and out of my surprise we saw this amazing looking car on display just in the middle of the parkland, and walked up to it, read all about it, learnt that it was a Tucker Torpedo. I looked through the windows, and just a really basic, well, not basic, but simplistic interior, really clean lines and a great sense of space. Not so different from the interiors of Citroens of the day, just minimalist style and just a sense of comfort and style. So it had a rear engine, 5.4 litre, producing 166 brake horsepower, which even by today's standards, for a lot of European British family cars, is a lot. And other innovative ideas it had was the third headlamp in the centre, which is a directional headlamp, so as the steering turned, the headlamp would turn by up to 10 degrees left or right. Citroen cars produced these as well. I think they may have claimed that Citroen may have claimed that they had produced the idea first. I can't recall. And there's been a film made about the Tucker Torpedo, a 1988 film called The Man and His Dream. It's worth watching. I watched it a long time ago, and that's my dog scratching at the door, so I'm just going to go and get him. Otherwise he will just scratch forever. Come on, in you come. So yeah, the film is worth watching, and it gives you a really good insight into how the car was, and how things didn't go well for him. So yeah, other things that went on. There was a stock fraud trial. So his company was suspected of stock fraud. It was baseless, apparently. So yeah, I mean, that's a brief history of it, and we'll take a closer look right now. So here it is. Just a gorgeous, very unusual looking vehicle. Let's just get a little bit of light on that. Yeah, the problem is shooting towards light from inside a room, which I am standing, is going to produce, yeah, that's a bit better now. So there you go, just unmistakable profile. As you can see, Hot Wheels on the base. Is this a Boulevard's version of Hot Wheels? I've got me, but it's got real riders and metal base. And the other innovation, well, I guess it was an innovation, is that you see the door line as they open, the door line is cut into the roof, which gives occupants a little bit more space to get in and out. Lots of rear legroom in the back. Just a really fine looking vehicle, and when I saw this in the middle of the parkland at this National Trust property, it just looked amazing. And to consider that that is a product of 1949 is really quite astounding. I think there's quite a few 60s cars which don't look dissimilar. So just looking from above, and yeah, Hot Wheels have done a really cool, this is a cool example, and thanks to Hot Wheels, and a plus to Hot Wheels for choosing a vehicle which is so unusual. Only 51 of these cars were made. And yeah, rear engine, and you can just pick out 6 exhaust pipes on the rear, or is it, yeah, no, yeah, 6 exhaust pipes, 3 on each side, either side of the license plate. Quite a lot of chrome, so just super stylish. Yeah, so that pretty much wraps it all up. Whilst we are on the subject of cars of this era, I can't resist just taking a closer look at the Hudson Hornet here by Hot Wheels. This is a superb casting. Apart from the obvious, the paint scheme, it's just the shape of it. If you look at it from above, just trying to get that focus. Okay, camera's not liking this. Yeah, just trying to get that silhouette from the above. What I like about this particular Hornet is the shape of it. So it kind of bows out at the sides. So the widest point is in the center, and then it narrows to the rear. Yeah, I hope you can see that. But yeah, what a gorgeous shape. Very nice. Yeah, so we need a little bit more light here going forward. The weather's not amazing. There you go, that's a bit better. And yeah, Chrysler 300C here by Greenlight. Opening hood. Very nice. Classic example. And yeah, I think the So Fine is pretty cool. Put it next to the Tucker. So, there you go. Thanks ever so much for watching Diecast Culture, and this is brought to you by from southeast England, trying to pick up that view for you. There you go, typical British weather. It's trying so hard to be bright, but to be honest with you, it's pretty crap. Okay guys, speak to you soon. Don't forget to subscribe so that you can hear about videos in the future right away. Okay, see you soon. Bye.